What's going on YouTube? Centex Collector here with another Jada Toys review, this time of Vega. This one hot off the press or hot off the shelf from Amazon. So this is our third figure. So you know we got Sagat and Blanca. And now Vex, like I said, they'll do two. And then they'll come randomly with a third. And I don't know if we know what the next ones are, but we got quite a few still left on here. I love the packaging for these figures with the arcade look. You have to remember you have to open it from down on the bottom. And it's gonna pour it out. I mean, if you don't care, you can tear up the box, but whatever. This comes out, and then we have the pixelated background from the video game. He's from Spain, I believe. Well, he is from Spain. I don't know if it's Barcelona or what, but he's from Spain. Let's go ahead and crack him out.
Money and power. What an ugly group they are. Good evening. Crashing a man's party is rather tasteless, you know.
With all due apologies, sir, I have a message from him.
It's begun then.
Both the Americans and Interpol are sniffing around here.
So he's here, and Interpol is where? Beautiful. I am so very beautiful.
Alright, first impression. Yeah, he's looking like his old narcissist self. And as you know, Vega was an unplayable character in Street Fighter and then became a playable boss in Street Fighter 2? They say it was Championship Edition, which I have on Sega Genesis. But then on Famicom, Super Famicom, I got Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You can see how generic those are compared to the US version. So those are Japanese versions. And US, I have Street Fighter 2. I got Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And I recently picked up Super Street Fighter 2. Didn't dawn on me because that's where DJ, Cammy, and Fei Long came in Super Street Fighter 2. And plus, I always played these two. I don't think I played that one much as a kid like I did the others. And I do remember playing Vega character. It wasn't my favorite, but he did have some cool moves. But apparently in Japan, Vega was actually Balrog. And you'll see that on some of the old school Street Fighter 2 arcades. You'll see Vega listed as Balrog. Balrog was actually M. Bison or Mike Bison. And M. Bison was actually Vega in Japan. And they renamed Balrog that we know now from M. Bison to Balrog, so that way they wouldn't come into issues with Mike Tyson, the boxer at the time. Just a little background there. And then I have a Soda Toys Street Fighter figures, which was what really got me in the Street Fighter figures. I have this one on my eBay store because I knew this was coming. I just hadn't sold this one yet. I had already sold my Sagat and all my other Soda. I still got this one hanging around, but you can see, you know, with the technology and the updates. And plus the Soda was like a 7-inch figure, so it was a tad bit bigger. I like the 6-inch figures. And you can see the difference in here. This is more soft goods. This was more like rubbery. But you can see the general gist there. He's got like a snake across his chest. But yeah, there's the Soda Toys, which this was king back in the day. And then Storm Collectibles came in. And Storm is still a very good figure. But for the price, I'd rather just get the Jadas. So there. Let's get into the accessories. So he's got extra head. So he's got the mask and head on one. It's probably the route I'll go with. And then he's got this mask here, which ideally you would put over that head. Not really sure why they went that way, because they could have kept this and just gave us, I don't know, but they went that way with the mask and the head, with the masked head, which I'll probably just end up going with the masked head so I don't have to deal with, I guess the hair is a little different, because now it's back here instead of over. Oh, and that's the other thing. So this hair, this one looks like it's got, oh snap, so the hair ponytail snaps off and it's like movable per se, as with this one isn't. And then he's got a claw here with his closed fist. So he's got fighting fists, and then it gives you the open hand, so you can swap the black hand over here, the black gloved hand over here, and you get an extra claw when you go with the open hands. And then you have, I guess this must be a special move to go on. Yeah, there we go. So the claw plugs into these holes in here. So I guess that's supposed to be like his special move. You've seen other, like Guile has a sonic boom, and the other characters have some sort of like transparent type special move thing. So I guess that's what that is for him. I'll have to put up the moves list because I don't remember his moves. But yeah, I'm digging the the coloring. Like I say, he's from Spain. He's known as the narcissist, the pretty boy. He is M. Bison's bodyguard, and obviously he was a boss. And Street Fighter 2, you had to get through him to get to M. Bison. Normally he was, I think you had to go through, what was it, Sagat, and then Balrog, and then Bison, excuse me, Vega, then Bison or something like that. But anyway, obviously Bison was always last until Akuma came around. We got these bright white socks compared to here. But yeah, typical articulations. He's got foot movement here with his cloggers on his feet. Remind me like the Danish looking shoes. And then he's got movement here in the ankle. And we've got double jointed knees. I'm really digging the yellow and the blue. You got the knees there. Feet, at least this foot feels really loose. Might be a QC issue, at least right around here around the ankle feels really loose. That one's not as loose. The upper movement here in the leg. Obviously back and forth in the legs. This one, does he get the Van Damme? No, not quite. He doesn't get the Van Damme like some of the other figures did. And he's got this cloth goods around his waist. And the waist itself, yeah, so the waist, you've got not just like a left-right, but it's like a pivot. So you've got a circular waist, so Classified could pick up on that, or Hasbro. So you got left-right, yeah, that's a really good waist movement. And then his upper torso, yeah, you've got forward, but then yeah, his movement is restricted in his upper torso. The other figures weren't. That's kind of weird. You've got slight front, but mainly it's the waist you're getting your movement. Swappable hands, like I said. And this gold really pops too. Whenever they use the gold on the bracelets, and then this armlet, and on the claw. Swappable hands, wrist articulation, double jointed elbows. So you got really good, and with the wrist, get it into the chest. Really good for fighting poses, and it should be, since it's a fighting video game action figure, so you need really good articulation. So Jada really hit it there. And then with the butterfly joint, You can get it back like in a punching and a forward. So he's got a good butterfly joint here. And then we've got upper arm movement there, full rotation. Then you've got your 90 degrees. Yeah, so you got 90 degree on the arm. And then the arms are sitting flush on the body, which is always good. Some you get that really bad V. And then obviously neck articulation, so left, right, easy. Ponytail's not in the way. Got the chin almost all the way down. Even back because his hair isn't getting in the way. So really good neck articulation. So like I said, these Jada toys, man, they've just done a killer job. I wish they could have got the Mortal Kombat license, but hopefully they can finish the line out strong. And they might, I think they might be doing the Street Fighter Alpha, but I don't know. I just want to see whatever characters they can do. I can't remember if Jada's doing, I know I've seen Mega Man figures. I would like to get Mega Man or some Mega Man figures if I do a Capcom versus Marvel type display. But yeah, if you're, I mean, you have to get Vega. I know he wasn't really a favorite character, but he was one of the bosses for Street Fighter, so he's known in that aspect. But sweet figure, like most of Jada are. If you're collecting line, you gotta get them. Thumbs up for me. I'm digging the Jada line. Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.